3rd of July 2024 was my first challenge I passed with QuantTekel. It's almost a year ago now. They've rebranded QuantTekel. Back then it was Ascendex. They bought their own broker. Today I'm gonna talk about QuantTekel and my own experience with them. But before I go on to the review, disclaimer, guys, any review I do here on this channel, I'm not getting paid to say certain things. I'm giving my own honest opinion so you guys know what to look out for, because I'm reviewing from the perspective of the trader, because I'm a trader myself. So let's go right into it. Before we get started, guys, I will give away one prop firm account, so stick until the end to know how to participate. So let's go right into the video. So first of all, QT has a bunch of different options to choose from, whether it is the one-step challenge, the QT instant challenge now, so you can get funded instantly, don't have to worry about any challenge whatsoever, or the two-step or the three-step challenges as well. What I would recommend for you guys to stick with the prime model. Why? Because I personally just love the two-step evaluations because of the fact that you have the 10% drawdown. In the past, I have traded one-step accounts, three-step accounts as well. I know for a fact that once you pass and you go over that period of trying to pass, putting in so much effort and stuff, at the end, you only have 5% drawdown, 6% drawdown, or 3%, whatever it might be. It's just a headache to deal with. I really love that sweet spot, the 10% drawdown. It gives you enough room to play with. So that's my recommendation. But of course, you can go with the other options as well. It's just a preference thing at the end of the day. So one thing that is really important when choosing a prop firm is balance-based drawdown, static drawdown. If there is one thing that I don't like at all, it's probably equity daily drawdown, because that can play with your edge, especially if you're holding trades overnight. So QT has a static drawdown, we have a balance-based drawdown, so you don't have to worry about that. You can trade however you want, basically. So let's talk about the sweet things. Payout. Everyone wants to get paid. Everyone wants to get paid fast without any issues, without any headaches. I personally can say from my honest experience, especially after the recent migration, the payouts have been super smooth. My last payout, it got approved in 7 hours or 3 hours after the approval. I got paid, and I think that's been the fastest that I've ever received a payout in general, like with all the prop firms, and I've traded with all of them. Even FTMO takes sometimes 2 to 3 days. That is really big in my opinion. And it's not only me. You can go into the Discord. There are a bunch of people receiving their payouts in 5 hours, 10 hours, within 24 hours. I mean, this is talking about a really high level, because the industry standard is waiting 2 to 3 days. So hours or 1 day is pretty attractive in my opinion. One thing about the payouts, guys, that many people and especially prop firm owners disregard. If you are not a trader, you will not understand this. But if you are a trader, you will understand this completely, because I know that with trading prop firms, one of the key things is timing. Because if I have a winning setup today, but I didn't receive my funded account yet, and I missed that setup, and tomorrow I have a losing setup and I get my account tomorrow, then I will have the losing trade on the funded account. But if I had received my payout before, I would have received my funded account also earlier, I would have caught that winning trade as well. And this is a really key factor when it comes to fast payouts, because you don't want to miss your winning trades and mess up your statistics, play against your own edge. With QT, the moment you receive your payout approval, you will get your account right away, and you can continue trading and wait for your payout to hit your wallet. And that brings you to the next point. You have two options to choose from. You can choose crypto or PayPal. The beauty of that is payouts are transparent. You can go into the Discord. The owner himself, Alex, will always send a screenshot sending the payouts, whether it is paid by crypto or PayPal, so you can see that people are receiving their payouts left and right, and it's all verified. So now let's talk about the cost, because that's also really important, because you want to have the biggest risk to reward that is possible, but also go with the reputable firms. So QT has the advantage that the pricing is really competitive. So you don't have to pay obnoxious prices for a 100k challenge or a 200k challenge, and you can pay a reasonable amount and then pass your funding and have a good risk to reward. Because if you're investing $300 to $400 into an account and you make a 3k payout, that's around a 10x on your investment. But regarding payment, I had some issues myself as well. Stick until the end, because I'm going to reveal that towards the end, so you don't miss that out, because I'm sure some of you guys have experienced the same. So one thing that I see people ask a lot is, how is QuantTekel able to offer such big discounts and such low prices? The reason being is, since they have rebranded from Ascendex to their own broker, QuantTekel, they have their own broker, they have their own tech, they have their own risk team, they have all those things which other prop firms are paying money for, and that's why they have less cost. And less cost means that they can offer cheaper challenges. Cheaper doesn't mean always that it's worse. I personally see that as a big advantage, because I want to have the maximum risk to reward that I can have with a prop firm. And if I'm seeing that the prop firm is legit and they always pay if you follow the rules, then I'm gonna go for it. Simple as that. And I myself had even a payout rejected. I'm gonna go over that as well, so make sure you stick until the end, because that's something that many traders have experienced, and I know that for a fact. So another point with the cost is commissions and the spread. So commissions are pretty good, I would say. They are industry standard. Nowadays I trade mostly indices, so I don't even know how much dollar per lot it is. I believe it's 4, but on indices they have 0 commissions. That's amazing in my opinion, because their spread is also really good. That brings me to the next point. Since they have rebranded to QuantTekel, the spreads have been amazing. In general, the trading conditions have been immaculate. There has been a level up since they have rebranded from Ascendex to QuantTekel, and you could see, okay, they have their own broker, they have their own tag, they are leveling up in terms of that. Some people say when they have their own broker, there can be some things that are a bit sus and they can manipulate your trades or something. I personally didn't experience that. I've been trading with them now almost a year. I can see the big difference between almost a year ago when they were Ascendex and now. I can only say for me, because I'm a scalper, I'm an intraday trader, and for me spreads and execution are key factors for my trading, because I take the same trades on other firms and I know that I'm less profitable with those firms. So for transparency purposes, I will also reveal to you guys how much I made from them and how much I spend on challenges, because I think that's really important. That's something that many people overlook when it comes to prop firms, because you can go into that hole of just spending money on challenges really quick, and that's something that you should never do. So my first ever challenge, this is not even a clickbait or something, I really actually passed my first ever challenge that I bought from them, but this is something that I wanted to also cover in this video because I had an issue with them myself. I have bought an account, but I haven't received the credentials. It took a week or so, and then I got a free account, which was a 25k account. I didn't trade at that because it wasn't worth my time, but then they had a migration going on while I was trading that challenge, and I wasn't drawdown. I was around like 7% drawdown, and I thought to myself, okay, I probably lost this challenge. But then because I waited a bit long, I think 2-3 days longer than I should, they gave me a brand new account which was at break even, and then I passed that challenge. I spent $300 on that 100k challenge and I made almost a 3k payout, which was a 10x on my investment, and that was my first ever payout with them. On top of that, I got a refund as well, so it was a really good investment, and at this point I'm sitting at 20k in payouts with them, which is also pretty good if I look at how much I spent and how much I made. I had 5 challenges or so with them that I passed. They had also many migrations, and that's something that I want to talk about as well. They had their migrations, I know they had the issues, but they always came out on top. They always compensated the traders, whether it is giving 0.5% on the account balances, and this is something that I've never seen from any firm ever. So they're a very generous firm, and I think many traders can also say that. So I made $20,000 from them in payouts, and that makes it a 10R on my investment. Spending 2k and making 20k, I think that's a really good ratio. That's something that you should aim for yourself as well. So now let's go to payout denials. Many people are seeing maybe drama on social media about payout denials left and right, but I can say from my own experience, because I myself got a payout rejected, the reason why I got my payout denied was justified, because I broke a rule. If I break a rule and I get my payout denied, I take that loss on the chin and I move on. But the reason why I got my payout rejected back in the day was from that infamous rule, 2-minute rule, the 15-second rule. It was a bit of a headache of a rule, to be honest, because you had to be really fast. You had to put your stop loss at 15 seconds or wait 2 minutes and stuff. But all of those rules are gone. That was my payout denial story. It was nothing crazy. It was just one payout. At the end of the day, it's an issue that many people dealt with, but they have removed that rule, and with the Prime account you can trade as freely as you want, just like when they first launched. So one of the most important things when it comes to prop firms is how long have they been around, how are they operating, and I can say QuantTekel, with the way they are developing, they are dealing in a very professional way. They've been now in the industry for almost 2 years. They bought a new big office in London, Canary Wharf. They're expanding their teams and they are really growing in a fast pace. Everyone who's trading with QT knows that for a fact. So for me personally, QT has passed the time test, which is really important, because while QuantTekel had multiple migrations, you saw so many prop firms just shutting down. They didn't really care about their traders. They just gave up, but QuantTekel always came back, and yeah, they're still here today, and now everything is smooth as usual. Support team is always active in the Discord. You can ask any question in the Discord and you will get an answer pretty much in minutes. The owners themselves are really active in the Discord. They're spending so much time in the Discord. I'm seeing it myself. They're really active, interacting with the community. Their Discord in general is really active, so you can always make sure that you will get your issues sorted with the support team. working. Like I said, I had my issues in the very beginning 1 year ago, and then after with some accounts and whatever not, and I always got my issues sorted with only using the way of the normal traders, just texting support, and I got my answers pretty quick. Only one time I think I waited for a couple days, but that was a slight like technical issue, which is fine. I don't mind it. So giveaway question, guys: what was your best and worst experience with prop firms? Don't name the firms, just tell the experience in the comments below. Good luck. So in conclusion, I will continue to trade with them. Yes, I had my hiccups here and there, but in general it was a smooth experience, and at this point after their migrations they are operating really smooth. Especially the last two payouts were really fast. I'm really satisfied at this point. Let's see how I can keep my accounts. My journey continues, and if you guys want to learn how to get funded and how to make payouts like me and my brother on a consistent basis without risking too much, without blowing dozens of challenges and getting funded ideally on the first try, click that link in the bio. Trade with us completely for free, and I'll see you guys there. Give it a shot. Take care.